Dude, I am so annoyed right now. Anyway, what's up? How's it going, guys? Good. Happy, well, hope your Mondays are going well. It is Labor Day, so it is a happy Monday. Let's go. What's up, MDark? What's up, TJ? What's up, Fandom? I am annoyed because I updated OBS to 28.0.1 or whatever, right? And I was like, oh, this is probably not gonna be any big changes in this. I don't read patch notes. Fuck it. And when I updated OBS, it apparently breaks the integration between the Stream Deck and OBS. So right now, all of my buttons on my Stream Deck that interact with OBS are useless. I don't know what it was, but the latest version of OBS specifically said that there was, it literally said that there was something about a plugin related to Stream Deck that wasn't working with 28.0.1. And so I was like, okay, I wonder what that means. And so I tried to press my buttons for my different scenes and whatnot. None of them work. They do absolutely nothing. Like, I press BRB right now. Stream Deck doesn't pop up with any errors. But it didn't mute my microphone. It didn't transition me. Nothing. So I don't know what it was, but my Stream Deck is working because I can literally pause my music through it still. I don't know. But anyway, waiting for Dallas so we can make mistakes. You guys are racing BN3, right? When's that going down? It's in 7 Eastern, so in 2 hours, I guess. Sorry, my controller wire is a little bit not tangled, just not straight, and I want it to lay a bit flatter. There we go. Once he gets back from dinner, understandable. Just a new version of the plugin to install it? Yeah, but why? I don't want to have to fucking do that. That's extra work. Give me a button to press and I'll do it. Yeah, exactly. There's a new... Oh. I was not supposed to do that. There's a new version that released last Friday or something. I got the pop-up after I as I was closing OBS after my last stream. It took you 2 minutes to update your plugins. See, I wouldn't mind that. Dude, fucking corners prevents my slip from actually going through. It's the only way I fail gavel skip right now. Is if a corner specifically, I slip and I'm holding B. Like that, dude. Fucking corner keeps reading my inputs. But anyway, I would be fine updating the plugins if OBS was just hey, okay, that was again, I slipped into the corner because I went too far up left. And so it ate my slip. Right? Because like OBS pops up and says, hey, new version, right? And I click update now. And it does all of the stuff for me. I don't have to go anywhere, find anything else. Now specifically this time, right? I have to go find other plugins. It's not like, hey, this plugin doesn't work anymore. Click this button to fix it. Like, just give me a button to click to update the plugin. Where? It doesn't say that in any big words. You can't expect someone to actually read your fucking patch notes. No one reads those, Phantom. Nobody. Hold on. I'm opening OBS, but not this OBS. I'm opening TeamBN OBS because it's also going to ask me to update, and I will explain to you guys. But regardless, nobody fucking reads patch notes. If you actually want someone to read something, you have to make them say, okay, look, update, bam, beautiful, right? That means I have to click this button and we go to a new version. Great, excellent. But if you want me to know something that's very, very important, you make it so that when I click that button, it pops up and it's just like, hey, just confirming that you know this thing will happen if you click this update button. That is how you get people to actually know that a change is important and breaking. Okay, close. That is the tiniest fucking text. Are you kidding me? Giant bold text, OBS Studio 28.01. The next bold text is a hotfix to that change. And then the one below that is 28.0, which is like 10-bit and HDR and video encoding. I literally, if I'm reading patch notes, I skip over all of the tiny text. Every single little bit, especially right at the top, because it's tiny text. That shit's important. Put it fucking bold letters. Red. Something that makes it pop out and say yes. What happened? OBS made breaking changes. And I don't read patch notes. I skipped right past the plugin note. See, exactly. Because it's right at the top. And it's not important because it's just like note, right? I see note, right? Right? I see note, I immediately skip it because note to me just means this isn't something that you need to know, right? This is something that if you are curious, you can know about, but you don't need to know this. Something like, oh, hey, by the way, if you update, some of the stuff that you have installed will not work is quite literally a, like, warning. This sounds like John's to you? No. No. Absolutely not. Dude. No, it's still at the top even after the hotfix. But it's just like fucking tiny text that no one's gonna read. They did not. What is your definition of stuck in your face? Because you want to know what my definition is? This is me sticking my face in your, sticking my face in your face. That's what that is. Not, hey, This fucking little thing down here that says Rish is my YouTube, that's not stuck in your face, is it? No, it's not. It's there. You were expected to read it and know, hey, my YouTube channel is Rish, right? And it's your... Oh, fucking Christ, that's right, because that button doesn't work. Fucking pressed my stream deck and it doesn't do shit. Anyway, just having a perfectly good day. OBS had to go fucking ruin it. In all seriousness, though, I'm not like I'm over exaggerating, but I am being serious. If you want someone to actually read your shit, please put emphasis on it. Please, for the love of God. If something is important, and breaking changes are fucking important, please put more emphasis on it. Incorrect, Phantom. Incorrect. I was already late to stream. I was on a time limit. Trying to start my stream as soon as possible. I don't have time to be fucking reading every tiny little change to know if it's gonna impact my OBS and my ability to stream. And it's funny. You want to know why it's funny? Because they clearly knew this. They actually understand this, right? But you shouldn't have mashed the update button. I quickly scanned it. See? You agree, Shroomish. It's small. It's... Unless you mean... Oh, you're talking about what? No, if you're talking about what TJ put, that's actually massive. That's fucking massive. But if you're talking about the actual patch notes, like, yes, it's small. It's in tiny text. Like, you're basically asking someone to read the entire thing. And honestly, you can reasonably assume people will not read, right? Like, it's why, like, it's such a big thing in web development, especially, and like UI, that you really need to call attention to important details through like proper design decisions. So something as important as a breaking change should have more emphasis on it than size 10 font. And the funny thing is, they knew that this was important. You want to know why they knew this? Because when your update finishes, you get a pop-up that literally says, "Hey, this plugin doesn't work anymore," right? Why couldn't you have done that in advance? Why? You have to know. Font 10, I don't actually know the font size, I'm assuming, but like, you have to know, right? For the record, I'm not actually mad. I'm just overplaying it because it's funny. But seriously, like, I do truly believe every word of what I'm saying. That, like, something as important as a breaking change, you should put more emphasis on it. If you're gonna let the people know, let the people fucking know. Alright, I just need to do this one more time. We'll get my 3 in a row out of the way. We'll do Pav 1, and then we'll move on with our day. What's up? Existence? How's it going? Keyboard and share, like most computer problems. I disagree. Like, listen, Phantom. I am of the belief, right? In terms of web, like, you can make a fully functioning web page that does exactly what you want it to do. But if another person, if like, shit. Let's do this again. Like, I guarantee you, I am nowhere close to the only person that didn't read this. In fact, my brother, my literal brother, who pays more attention to details than I do because he has more of an attention span than I do, said the exact same thing. That on first examination, he missed the note about the patch note, or the breaking change, right? Yes, that boy. So he missed that exact same thing, right? So yes, if someone misuses your application, technically at the end of the day, that's your problem, not the customer's, right? You need to be doing everything in your power to make your application as easy to use as possible. Now, yes, there's always fucking idiots, and you can't idiot-proof every little thing, right? Like, yes, I'm making this huge fucking deal about it. The funny thing is, if they put it in giant red text, like 32 font, I probably still would have ignored it just the same. Let's be real here. But that being said, they still should have at least taken the steps. And yes, I'm calling myself an idiot. That is exactly what I just did there. Ooh. So that's because I was a little too far upright of the prog when I started, so even though I did the buffered movement, it was not really buffered in the same way. For most people to manage. Like, it heavily depends on the scenario, right? Because yes, there are a lot of circumstances like, did you try turning it off and back on again? Still the device's fault for being like, what is your IP address to people who have no fucking clue what that means? Yeah, no. Like, at the end of the day, it is the designer's fault if something is not being used correctly. Go to OBS's customer service. Like, and here's the thing, right? Like, I'm saying all, like, again, I say all this about like what OBS could do to make it a bit easier, right? And at the end of the day, right, if they took more precautions, right, I can't blame OBS as much. But at the end of the day, like, there's always more you could do. There's always more that the designer could have done. Let's say they put it in size 32 bold red font. Guess what? If I misread it or didn't read it, they could have added a pop-up that says, are you sure you want to go through with this? There are potential breaking changes. They could have, I kind of messed this up. Yeah, this isn't gonna work the same. Well, it worked out anyway. Then, if that doesn't work, I don't know, make the font 64 point, you know? Wait, I skipped over one. Fair enough, whatever. Not a big deal. Please type my plugins will break. You could do that. You can do that, exactly. There are so many more options that they can do. We'll ignore it harder. I do like the typing, because typing the typing option is the final acknowledgement, right? Because you are quite literally typing exactly the words and saying, yes, I'm aware that this will happen. It's like when, to me, the first example I remember of that is like, it's like in World of Warcraft when you want to delete like a very important item, or you want to delete a character, and it specifically makes you type in, it gives you a pop-up before you can actually delete it, and it tells you what this means, and then it specifically says, please type delete in order to continue. And so you have to do that. GitHub does that too, yep. A lot of places are starting to do it more and more, right? So at the end of the day, yep, I had to do that with my old GitHub IO so that I could move my notes tool onto GitHub IO. Basically, I had to do that with the old card trader manip tool because I had it backed up somewhere, and I was like, well, I want to move the stuff onto this, so let me rename this repo instead of deleting one. Well, let me delete this one and then rename the other one, rather than deleting the other one and then moving a ton of files. Thought people were ranting about physical products, and that's way different. Physical products are both the same and different. Like, for example, the best example I could give you is ignorance does not excuse breaking the law, right? If you don't see a stop sign and you blow through it, you still blew through a stop sign and you still broke the law. Just look at the release notes HTML page for OBS. I can't literally go submit a PR right now. But no, it's like blowing through a stop sign, even if you didn't see it because it wasn't placed in the most optimal spot, doesn't excuse you from breaking the law. Yes. But like, a lot of physical products that aren't related to that anyway, if you're using it incorrectly and not getting the value that the original designer wanted out of it, that's the designer's fault, not your fault. I always truly believe that. Now, if you think that you did all you could and people are still idiots, you know, more power to you. Because yes, at the end of the day, I'm the one that is stuck with a Stream Deck that does not fucking work with OBS. Can I update my plugin like right now? I don't think I can. Huh. Never seen that. If it's on the stream. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Step 1. If OBS Studio is open, please close OBS Studio. Well, we'll be doing that later. Let's do some fucking runs, shall we? Close it now. I don't want to close my OBS. I don't want to restart stream. It literally only impacts my ability to transition scenes. So it's not a big deal. I left the page open so I won't forget. I literally closed the page for a second for the plugin, and I was like, if I don't leave this open, I'm gonna forget later. Anyway, how is everyone enjoying Labor Day today? Those of you from the US anyway, or maybe Canada. I don't know if Canada also celebrates it the same way as we do. Life is indeed grand. I have done nothing but eat a sandwich and play Etrian Odyssey. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is that a thing? People do BBQs on Labor Day? An excuse for a barbecue? You know, fair. Fair. It's funny. So far today, I woke up, I cooked some pancakes, I did some exercise. Oh, my arms actually really hurt from that. Then I went to the grocery store to pick up a prescription. And I bought a bunch of stuff because I was also already at the grocery store. I figured I might as well. And on the way back, I think I saw people barbecuing, like out on the street. So fair enough. Yeah, winter's the only time, for sure. Unless you're in like a southern state, so. Then any day is barbecue day. As long as you have the time off for it. Yeah, I'm sure most of Texas is barbecue ready year round. Barbecue in the snow. Yeah. The grill warms you up, dude. Of course you're gonna do it. What's up, Johnny? Thank you for busting the run. I am overall doing pretty well today. Pretty damn well. Hope you are as well. Yeah, I need to find more uses for channel points, Phantom. Thank you for blessing the run. I see. Fair, but I can't help wonder, can you just bake those ribs in the oven? It's not the same, Naru. Come on. Chilling like a villain. That is one of my favorite phrases. I love saying chilling like a villain. This is sacrilege to some. Yeah. Could do this. It's good enough, that's fine. I mean, yeah. But that's the point. If it's not good enough for you, then it's not good enough for you. I like 6.2k and I don't even say that often. Yeah. The only really use for channel points I've had in the past was the speedrun redemptions, which like I both liked and disliked, so I want to tell you, the bought steaks, and I didn't want mine medium rare and on the grill, and I can't. Okay, that's ridiculous. It's like they each their own, man. Come on. I get it if you don't want anything, if it's not prepared in your particular way. Cause listen, I'm the pickiest fucking eater out there. I get it. I fucking get it. But like, that doesn't mean that my preferences should impact your choices. Technically yes, although I have done a Crimson Dragon SP run since. Do I like waffles? Yeah. Waffles are good. I just don't have a waffle maker. And they are a bit more time consuming to make. But we agreed that didn't count? Yeah. Well, to be fair, I told you it's up to you if it counts or not. So, I like the texture sometimes. The texture's great. I very much enjoy waffles. But yeah, no, it's just more time consuming to make and harder to store. So pancakes are usually the more common play for me. Fruit sauce on pancakes? I don't normally put a whole lot on my pancakes. I normally just stick with regular old maple syrup and butter if it's provided, but I usually take the butter off to some extent, so. Incoming? In what way? Close. Nice. Wow, look at this slow bitch that doesn't want to race on the clearly superior current BN you're playing, but divided by 2 number. Yeah, sorry, I don't feel like wasting an extra hour of my time just to prove that I'm still better than both of you. Enjoy wasting 3 to 4 hours of your own time. What, did you deserve to do that? That wasn't directed at you, fam. You just are allowed to enjoy whatever you choose to do. But Dallas gets to enjoy wasting his time. That's all. Not bad. Very interesting. I have fucked this fight up like 12 different ways, and I'm not gonna get punished for it. How should I have done that? Same order, gone for the counter hit with the cannon. Then just immediately use the crack shot. I hate drawing 4 chips like that. 4 chips is always confusing how to properly use it to make the most of your time. Oops, almost forgot about the regular. No matter what, I think I was gonna have to wait a second turn there on that Blastman fight. I don't think there's anything I could do to fix that. But I could have like basically deleted him the moment that second turn started. Think we'll ever get another good Mega Man series? Personally, no. I don't think we're ever gonna get a new Mega Man series. Capcom is way too invested in other games to bother taking that risk. At best, we'll probably get like a new classic, a new X game, and that's it. Is my personal opinion on the matter. That being said, I would be super excited to see a new RPG-esque Mega Man series. Edge. Are you talking about KG and Inafune? Or whoever, I forget their name, but whoever ended up making Mighty Number 9. Just because the same person isn't there, they still hold the intellectual property, and I imagine that there are definitely very talented individuals out there who could make another fantastic RPG-esque Mega Man game using the general base of the combat system. I liked watching the Mega Man anime as a kid. While watching it as an adult. It's very mediocre, the anime. It's just very mediocre overall, if I were to describe it in a word. Apparently he was working on Legends 3 for 3DS. Interesting. Yo, Wonder, thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing well today on this fine Labor Day Monday. Good. Mega Man, but open world. I don't think open world for like the classic series would be super necessary. And I don't think the Battle Network / Star Force-esque games would really need open world. But I imagine that there could be an interesting take on if they were to kind of keep the same vibe going, where there are two types of worlds. For example, there's the regular world and the internet. I imagine there could be a cool way that you could do open world with that in some way. But I don't think that like open world is necessary to make a good game of that type. If that makes sense. Like, I personally am not like, oh my god, I think I think people are using the term open world a lot, and like, I think something like Breath of the Wild and like other games have kind of made it so that people just immediately assume open world is a good thing. But I don't think it's necessary to make a game good. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting at. Alright, probably gonna get a third encounter, or not. Very good pace. Ridiculously good pace. I don't know if they're still here, but good luck to the BN3 racers. Whoa. Gotta get some good stretches in, you know? Oops. How do you deal with awkward silences when chat isn't going on? How do I deal with it? You mean like kind of what was just happening a little bit there before you put a message? The real answer that I do is I just kind of ignore it. I don't personally think that I do a very good job of handling awkward silence. I think that I am a better streamer when there are people interacting in chat. But that doesn't mean that it's your guys' fault that I am a bad streamer, right? Like, it's not you guys at all. Because it's bound to happen. I can't expect you guys to be here all the time. But I've gotten personally more used to just kind of hanging out, playing the game in silence. But I'm also a speedrunner, so it's a bit different, right? Where I can basically just write that off as I'm focusing on the game, right? I'm just literally focusing, making sure that I'm not making mistakes, trying to go actually as fast as possible. Nice. Penguin skip. What I also try to do is, like, I'll just try and talk about the game and exactly what's going on, what's going through my head. More recently, I've stopped doing that as much. Kind of because I'm getting repetitive a lot of the time. But, for example, I'll just talk about, like, okay, what went right in the last split, what went wrong, what's gone right so far in this particular split, what's gone wrong. Try and remind myself of certain things that are coming up. But again, this is all specifically related to speedrunning. I don't know if it really gets tiring necessarily, but, you know. I personally am a streamer who gets a fair number of views in terms, like, I get like an average of anywhere from 15 to 30 when I'm doing speedruns, right? So I personally have gotten used to the fact that there are probably people who are hanging out, just listening, maybe watching the stream on the side, but don't have the ability to interact necessarily, or have nothing in particular that they want to contribute to a conversation, or they don't want to distract me in any way, shape, or form, which I get, right? So basically, hold on, I gotta actually focus for a second because I have to advance text boxes. So what that means is I kind of try and think about the people who are here listening, why they're here listening, watching, and just sort of give them updates, because they're not necessarily keeping their eyes glued to the stream, right? But they're probably there, they're listening, and like just try and get their attention every so often, be like, you know, this is what's going on in the run. It's going pretty well. You know, we're like 50 seconds ahead. We're actually on really good pace right now. Or maybe I'll just be like, this run's all right. It's not doing too great. We still have a chance though, so I'll keep it going. And then talk about like what actually went right or wrong in case they might have missed it or something along those lines. And then also, like, in certain situations, I try and think about, like, what I'm looking out for in the future. For example, I'd be like, oh, I really want this chip to be drawn right now. You know what I mean? Kind of gamer content you're doing? Absolutely, absolutely. It also depends on the type of, like, streamer that you are in general. Because, let's say you're a smaller streamer who maybe doesn't have a whole lot of viewers and is trying to attract like any new one that you can. If you're just sitting there looking at a screen, no webcam even, I don't know necessarily if you have a webcam or whatnot. But like, let's picture a world where I'm a streamer who gets like no more than 5 viewers at a time, maybe trying to hit affiliate or something. If I'm just sitting here looking at a screen, nothing particularly interesting is happening, right? Speedruns are usually different because, again, you can always write it off as, oh, I'm just focusing on the run. But, like, if you're just kind of playing the game and nothing super interesting is happening on screen, like, let's say you're fishing in Minecraft or Terraria or something, right? And someone enters your stream, but you don't know it yet. You have to do your best to get their attention and like try and keep them and make them stay. So you kind of have to be talking constantly, whether that's about what you're currently doing, what you're looking for, like, oh man, I still haven't gotten this thing that I want, or something that I am particularly bad at. I am very, very bad at this, but I know I have some friends who are also smaller streamers that do it pretty well. They just kind of go on and on about different things. Like, they'll just talk about whatever the fuck is on their mind. Like, they'll start talking about this other game that, like, they saw recently, or they'll talk about this person or, like, event that they saw recently. Or they'll just, like, talk about, like, all sorts of random nonsense, you know what I mean? So just, like, literally anything that comes to mind. They just keep talking. And eventually something sticks, something gets someone's attention and gets a response. And then they'll keep going on that topic. Or they'll just ignore everything they just said and move on to a brand fucking new topic, you know what I mean? I am really, really bad at that, because the problem I have is I don't know what you guys are interested in. And if I talk about something that I'm particularly interested in, but I get no response back, I immediately feel like disappointed. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, oh man, I went to this barcade this weekend, right? And I played this one game that I haven't played in so long. Ooh. It was super fun, like, you know, I'm just going on and on about this. And like 5 minutes later, not a single person, not a single one of you, like, fucks, has said anything in response. And then I'm just like, well, I have nothing else to say. So I just shut up. And then I'm depressed because, like, clearly no one was interested in what I was talking about. You know what I mean? I got the 6%! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh! Oh, that was not the chip I thought it was. No, that was an example, Uber Geek. It's not something that actually happened. I think I can maybe get... No, I can't. Let's see where counter hits plus this. Oh, or just get the counter hit and be done with it. The fight wasn't bad, but I also got the encounter, and that's why we lost time to world record there. But this pace is still pretty fucking good. So, anyway, what's up, Uber Geek? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're also enjoying your day off today. Excellent, excellent. Thank you for the feedback. No problem. It's that I definitely think that if you're trying to shoot for like variety content of any sort, you really have to be good at the sort of talk about anything until something eventually sticks. Just like keep going on and on about random shit. I do truly believe that variety streamers starting out is way harder to do. Speedrunners kind of have it easy in that capacity, because like I said, at the end of the day, I could literally not say a word the entire run, but there's always something happening on screen. Like I am always trying to do something to progress the game. And like I'll get questions ranging from like, why did you just do that? And then I'll like answer like, okay, well, this is why we do what we do, right? Or I'll get questions about the game like, hey, why do you like running this? Or like, what is your favorite part about this game? What is your favorite blah, blah, blah character, you know? Stuff I don't personally care about, and then I have to tell them that, but you know what I mean? So, been playing Divinity Original Sin 2, and it's been a lot of fun. Never played it, but I think... Is that the game TJ played? I don't remember. I forget if that's the game my brother played and really liked. But it sounds fun. Hey, when I'm playing the game and just get stuck, yeah. It's tough. Growing a stream is like the hardest thing, because at the end of the day, even like really popular streamers will say the exact same thing. You could be the best streamer in the world and not have an audience, and like there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to get lucky. That's literally all it boils down to. You just have to get that break that starts getting people like interested in watching you and whatnot. And that's why I personally will always say, don't ever try and treat streaming as a job until it becomes one. You know what I mean? Just do it as a fun hobby. That's the way I see streaming. It's just a fun hobby. If it goes any further, it goes further. Whatever, right? I would love to see my stream grow more, but I'm letting that happen naturally and organically, and I'm not trying to force it in any way, shape, or form. Fucking awful draws, man. Okay. Not the worst. Lovely. We're on a good pace now. Streaming is a hobby. Do you still have a schedule for streams? You just do whenever it's convenient. It depends. It's up to the person. It's up to you personally. I am a person who, if I did not have a schedule set for streaming, I would always be like, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow would come. And I would get distracted with something else. And I'd be like, it's fine. I'll just stream tomorrow. And I would just like never stream. Right? So I personally set myself a schedule so that I actually do stream. And that way I get my enjoyment out of it. Even if it's not the thing that I want to be doing the most right now, right? Like, it's a Monday. All my friends are available. I could be hanging out with them playing games, right? Because it's Labor Day. There you go, Chimichungo. Pretty solid lotto codes. I know you're a big fan of those. I have mental health issues, so it's hard to predict when I can do streams. My sleep is janky, so the best I can do is stream at a reasonable time for you. Yeah, no, I think you can set different types of schedules. Like, you can tell yourself, okay, I want to stream one day every week. Right? That's still a type of schedule. Or even like, I want to stream 2 times this, like every month. And then, like, just figure out a time that works better, like slowly but surely, just make sure that you do it once or twice, or do it however much you want to do it. And then when you accomplish that, you feel good about yourself, right? Obviously, yes, on the flip side, it does work out negatively. Where you're like, oh, well, I didn't actually, I wanted to stream twice this month, but I only streamed 1 time, which kind of sucks. But the thing is that even if you didn't set that objective for yourself, right, you still streamed once. And if you don't stream at all, that extra objective that you set for yourself clearly didn't change anything. So you weren't going to stream anyway. You know what I mean? So you don't have to feel any worse about yourself because you didn't accomplish it. But you do feel better about yourself when you do accomplish it. You know what I mean? And it's still a type of schedule that kind of keeps you consistent. Like, even I skip out on my streams every now and then. I took a whole month off. And at the end of the day, the best content you can provide is the content that makes you also have fun. If you're gonna go ahead and stream something because it's like getting you numbers, but you fucking hate it, you like dread it every day, it's not gonna work out well for you in the long run. The second FPS. And yeah, that's how you do it. Do whatever makes you happy, and eventually you will find other like-minded people who are willing to watch. But it's successful, it's not doing anything. Yep, exactly. Exactly. But like, going back to your original question of handling awkward silences, like I said, that's actually something I frequently think about myself, because like I said, I don't handle it very well. And I'm always looking for ways to improve my stream. Just try not to burn yourself out, right? Yeah. Affiliate is usually just a matter of time. Like, affiliate isn't particularly difficult to achieve. I think you're doing all of the right steps to get there. Just definitely don't push yourself too hard and stream too much. Because I've also been struggling with some mental health issues as well. So I get it. I get it. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to talk to you. Shit. Okay. Yep. I play a lot of games. I play Valorant. I play League of Legends. I've actually still been playing Fortnite, even though I'm no longer sponsored to do it. I've been playing a new fun co-op game with some friends called Played Up. Played Up is kind of like a roguelike version of... a roguelite version, I guess is a better term. I don't know the exact term. Of Overcooked. It's a very fun game. I agree. Definitely becoming more popular lately, and I would recommend it. So I play all sorts of different games. It's just a good opportunity to hang out with friends. So I enjoy it. Others enjoy it, etc. No problem. That is one of my more favorite things to do, is to try to provide advice and like help others in some small way. Just kidding. Thank you for the good luck, Kamari. Hope you're doing well. Excited to see what your new speed game is. Hope you enjoy it. Didn't need to hit you with an ad though. Have you tried subscribing? I hear it's September. That's the only September shill you'll ever get out of me. September's like so pointless this time. It's just been getting worse and worse. I fucking hate it. The first September feels like a dream nowadays. But yeah, no, you just got pre-rolled, Kamari. That's my bad. I can't really help you with that, though. Doesn't even feel like September? Exactly. Exactly. Shadow's still lurking. I'll be honest, I haven't been super clean this split as I would have liked. But I think my baseline for evil spirits has gotten better overall. So it shouldn't be a huge deal. I haven't been keeping track of the time though. That was weird. The first up input missed. Also, I've noticed you've been going live a bit later in the day, Kamari. Is that just the new normal, or I hope not. Fair. Just have stuff going on. That's what you've been able to do lately. Understandable. Understandable. Does happen. It's gonna happen to me soon. Technically speaking, on Wednesday, I can still go live at like 1 p.m. or around that time. Cool. Not too bad. Not great either, but. Also over your place? Yeah, that would put a damper on things for sure. Oh. We will probably lose 5 seconds to my PB here, which means I think we won't be ahead of world record anymore. The exception is if I draw M-Boomer on Circus Man. Good luck with the new job. Thank you, thank you. Good. Nothing yet. I know it's Labor Day. I technically got an email from the new hire orientation guy. So clearly he's at least working in some capacity today, despite the fact it's Labor Day. But I emailed him before stream about something, as well as internal support, and haven't heard back yet, because I technically haven't received my equipment yet. Gross. Never mind. We didn't lose as much time as I thought we would. Probably because lotto codes and the early menuing was actually really clean this time for once, so. Will I be working from home? Yes. My job is completely 100% remote. The position, or the company is actually based in, on the East Coast. So, but I'll be working like my own West Coast schedule based on what I work out with my manager, because they do have clients on the West Coast. Only I had to get back to a good time zone. Not quite. Instead I get to stay on a better one. But no, yeah, the first 2 days, so tomorrow and Wednesday, are just new hire orientation, which actually goes from 7 to 1 p.m. my time. Because it's 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. And then I get handed off to my manager on Thursday early. My work orientation was several hours earlier than I'm expected to even do work. Yep. No, that's gonna be the exact same. Like, I've already talked to my manager. My manager is someone who previously like mentored me when I was interning at this company like 4 or 5 years ago. So like I'm very familiar with this guy. And he already told me like, yeah, we'll probably just have you working like a West Coast schedule. You can handle like West Coast clients as necessary and whatnot. But new hire orientation, like, is mostly based on the East Coast, so kind of have to tough it out through that. What's up, Max? Mega Man is going pretty well. I almost went the wrong way. Brain turned off for a second. We are on pretty solid pace right now. Unless we just have to keep it up and pray that RNG doesn't fuck me too hard. Talk to the teacher after you talk to the girls doesn't really matter. What teacher? Ah. You're not talking Greg SP nonsense to me, are you? Why does this video game have to have better public transport than I do IRL? Of course you are. I was like looking at that message and I'm like, the fuck does he mean the teacher? I don't have to talk to Mr. Mock this time. That's the point. That's why I almost fucked up there. I almost went to the teacher's room. Because I wanted to talk to Mr. Mock. Even though he was right there. I was just like getting ready to talk to him. Now I realize Greg SP probably has something. I should get rid of that. And then not too bad that time. It's a scientist and the teacher. I know I'm pretty sure I know the request you're talking about. Funnily enough. You got my hopes up, game! Fuck you! also close. God damn it. We just have the same fucking reactions. How long do you typically stream? I can only do about an hour and a half. How do you get better at streaming longer? That's a tough question to answer, because to me, I could technically stream all day and it wouldn't really bother me that much. Most days. The only reason I usually end stream. I hope so again, this fucking thing. The only reason I usually end stream isn't because like I'm too tired. I use that excuse every time, by the way. I use that excuse every time. I want you to know I have lied to you guys every single time. Not really. Sometimes I actually am really tired. But I normally, the reason that I haven't been streaming as long lately is actually because I have other stuff that I want to do that I can't do on stream. Like if I wanted to play games with some friends of mine, some of them aren't really comfortable with being on stream. So I can't do that. And I also know that it's not going to do super well on my stream because it's not the content that I normally do. So a lot of people typically leave and stuff like that. Like we did for the live. I don't have the capacity for that yet. I want to get there with your focus. Working on your focus is really fucking hard. It honestly, my focus lately has been really, really bad. The only thing that's improved it is actually focusing on every other aspect of my life, and then my focus just gradually got better. But no, yeah, for me personally, streaming isn't too hard for me. If I want to stream, like I could stream all day. If I want to be doing exactly what I'm doing on stream, I could literally just go all day. Yeah, no, because the thing for me is I very much enjoy streaming. I love the vibe of just being able to play games and effectively be hanging out with chat, right? You guys being able to see my face literally means absolutely nothing to me. Like, webcam or no, doesn't impact how I stream. The only way it impacts me is that I feel that I need to look at least a little bit decent in order to go live on stream. So it results in me taking a shower, making sure that I've taken a shower before I go live. That's it. As long as I've taken a shower sometime before stream, we're good. So webcam doesn't drain me or anything. Interacting with you guys doesn't drain me. In fact, interacting with you guys normally makes me enjoy stream more, gets me more likely to keep streaming, right? I don't normally like ending stream mid-interaction. It's why you'll oftentimes see me on my webcam, like I'm trying to wrap up my stream, but you guys keep saying stuff in chat, and then I'm like, all right, well now we gotta have a conversation. The lights on my face are a tad bit draining, but I think I've started to adjust to them, and they're not nearly as bad. I want to sit down like wins after he's already streaming for 6 hours. Yeah. I get it. Like, I get not like wanting to stream, but being like, well, I look like shit. I shouldn't turn my webcam on. But like, I personally feel bad if I don't turn my webcam on. Because like, that's, for a while, that was like at least 60% of the reason why people watched me was to see funny facial reactions. And honestly might still be the case, but like, you guys haven't been screenshotting my face anymore, so. I don't know. Just get a VTuber model, it's fine. I have considered getting one. It was really funny. I don't know if they're still around. Cause, like, okay, I'm gonna talk about it anyway, even if this particular individual like starts to feel bad about it, because I'm gonna make you feel bad about being a bit of an asshole. As long as that was actually their intention. If it's not their intention, then they'll get it. But regardless, someone popped into my chat. Can't recall a single time I thought you looked bad. You talking about me? I appreciate that. But that's also because I make it that way. I make it that way. But anyway, it's funny you bring up VTuber model, because like I've considered if like having a VTuber model would be fun or whatnot. Or if it would be good for my stream. Even if I didn't use it all the time, I only use it sometimes. But it's also really funny because someone popped into my chat like a couple days ago and just like, finally someone who's not a VTuber. And I was just like, I mean, I get it. If you don't want a VTuber, like if you don't want to watch a VTuber, you don't want to watch a VTuber. Like, it's 100% your preference, and there's nothing wrong with having that preference. You know what I mean? But I then immediately was just like, hey man, I get wanting to have a VTuber model, you know? Sometimes you just don't want to be perceived by the world. I don't personally have that issue, but like, shut up, come on. Are you kidding me? But anyway, like, I get people who feel more comfortable using a VTuber model sometimes. It's just like nice, right? You don't have to. Let's see what we can do here. Why did I heat cross? I still heat crossed? I guess I didn't cancel it. I thought I did, but anyway. And I have friends that have VTuber models and whatnot. And I get why they want it and why it's helpful for them. So I get kind of annoyed at people who are like, ugh, VTubers are gross, or like, I hate VTubers. But as long as you're just like, you're saying that for the right reasons, right? Like, I don't want to watch a VTuber is different from, I hate this VTubing trend. You know what I mean? Fuck. Or I should have copy damaged the other one or something weird. I do like Curdle's VTuber model. It's pretty neat. So we got one extra encounter. My encounters haven't been very fast. I will probably lose time to world record, so we'll be behind it finally, and we're definitely losing time to my PB. So my PB didn't get 2 encounters in Area 1. But this is still a pretty solid pace overall. 2 and 1 feels average though. Shut up, Mr. Beast SP runner. Just like getting 1, 2, 1. Oh, in terms of average, yes, but it feels like a slap in the face to get the 2 in Area 1. It just feels like a slap in the face. Like, if it were completely role reversed and I got 1, 2, 1, I would be like, yep, that was average. But because I got the 2 in Area 1, I'm just like, bro, that fucking... That was awful. Anyway, back to the VTuber topic. Because... So I basically brought up this guy. I'm like, you know, I get VTubers. I get not wanting to watch them, but like, I get why people do it. And the guy never said another word. So I imagine that like me even slightly defending VTubers made this guy be like, nope, I'm gone. Oops. I know a better time. Pretty decent time to still do this. It's gonna be right. Fuck. But anyway, I feel like if the run was significantly better to this point, we could be on the world record hype dream, which is still very unlikely even if the run was significantly better at this point. But like, the fact that we are now behind after Judgment probably indicates that the world record is out of reach. And that is how I'm going to treat it. But the fact that we're ahead after Judgment is a really good sign for PB. Dude, imagine if I actually gold this. The fact that I already kind of messed up menuing a little bit makes that a bit tougher. I lost like probably 1 to 2 seconds to opening email. But a gold would be kind of sick. Shut the fuck up, Kamari. Kamari's just gonna like secretly tell me the whole Beast SP route. So if I ever inevitably do a BSS run, I'll just like have Kamari's like mental notes in the back of my mind. Good. Good start. Subliminal training for the run? Exactly. The hardest fight in the split? Yep. I'm doing this. I feel like that wasn't too bad compared to beasting out. Or compared to heat crossing. I feel as though if the old stove moved down, I was set. But I got unlucky in that regard. Cool. This is an awful idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. What? Huh? Where's he? Where did he go? Where did he go? Did he just completely avoid the bottom row? Anyway. Did I not grab copy damage, by the way? Is that what I did? Is that the mistake I made there? Because I don't think I missed it. I just wasn't paying attention to what I did. It missed? What? I was a bit early moving up, so I didn't get or I accidentally triggered that. Didn't think I needed the crack shot, but managed to mash too slow. Whatever. I can still save time on this split, despite 2 mistakes already. Or I can at least break even and we'll be fine. I don't think I need full synchro can kind of help on this fight, I guess. Whoops. Didn't take that into consideration. Shout out to Goomba. I don't think my decision making here was particularly off. I just think my execution was slightly off. Too early. It's like I'm making all of the right decisions. I'm just making dumb mistakes. This is a mistake. Oh, I didn't get super punished though. That might not have been a good decision. I'm kind of hoping they line up. I pressed B. Okay. Yeah, this is not very good. I should have known that was coming, because I do know where Miramasa is. I know exactly where it is. You can get it. Oh, who? Who? In before, oh yeah, that's right. Tomahawk Man. Lekman is in BN6. Not in our runs. Maybe go watch Jameek or Terra. I should have known that was gonna happen. I'm trying to be so fucking precise in my movement. T-Terra J42 streams? I just meant VODs, but you know. Okay. I think I should stop going for that like 1 frame time save all the time. This is a mistake. I only said it was a mistake because it wasn't going to be as fast as I thought it was. I still think it was the correct decision. All right. Average. I'll be honest, this run is a lot of me. This run is so far me not playing super well, but like getting overall solid RNG. The worst RNG that we've had is we got the dive man 6% like just before him. And then I guess technically we got 2 encounters in Judge Tree 1, but again, that's pretty average. I got a lot of good draws on Sky Gauntlets, but I messed up a lot of them. So this is mostly just me not playing really well, actually. Whatever. You know, maybe M Boomer is just better to just fire and then charge shot. Like, I don't think waiting around for the copy damage, like with the bubbles, is going to be that much faster than just mashing it out and hitting a charge shot. Is that faster than charging twice? What? Just taking M Boomer, pressing A, and then firing 1 charge shot? Yes. Compared to bustering for like 2 seconds? Or do you mean what I did still? Oh, do you mean on the... that fight? I know what you mean. Yeah. It's probably about breaks even. I didn't mean to counter hit, so it was just kind of just throwing stuff. I think at the end of the day, it's like a difference of like at most half a second either way. I was just kind of doing stuff. But my fights were not particularly good. We're gonna enter Mr. Weather after 8 minutes. This run just always goes downhill. Starting with like fucking Judge Man. Man's Dungeon is pretty brutal. What do you mean by that? I don't think it's that brutal at all, but it can be. Typhoons are usually fine. just slipped, whatever. Oops. Anyway. Seems like a lot relative. Oh, yeah. Because most comps are just like well, I don't know. Aquarium comps are also pretty long. Where are you guys? Yep, and we lose time to PB because we got both encounters rather than skipping one. Of course I didn't go to PAX. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. I had no particular interest in going this year. Please, sir. Let me fucking through. Of course. Yo, what's up, Ignis? That split was actually one where I feel like I generally played fine and just got like that was mostly RNG. Typhoon's kind of bullied. I got bad. I got 2.5 encounters as Heat Man, which is average, not very good. I got 2 encounters in Mr. Weather. I'm like usually hoping for only 1. But those storm movements, no. Unless for whatever reason, Typhoon's RNG or like movement pattern is not based off of the typical RNG values and is based on something else entirely, and it's not frame counter from Power On, there's no chance that we could ever manipulate it. How does Element Man move? He moves in his first form. He moves randomly 3 times. Oops. And then he tries to do an attack. He will always do a tornado attack. the first time. So actually, I can just tell you his pattern for the for the speed run because it's very, very consistent. He will move 3 times, and on the 3rd time he will summon 2 tornadoes. He will then move 3 more times, and then he will summon 1 tornado. He will then move 3 more times, and then he will switch. So he always is moving 3 times in between every attack, right? And he goes grass into fire into elec. Into aqua, I think. I think that's the order. And then his second form, he's only going to move 2 times in between everything. What's up, Simes? How's it going? How goes the BN6 learning? You gonna be making me do a tournament sometime soon? Just to move accordingly instead of manipulating it like Judgment. Yep. Nothing about Mr. Weather or Element Man's movement can be manipulated. He doesn't move based, like, he doesn't like avoid. That's bad. He doesn't avoid your row with any of his movements. So you just kind of stand there and react. No, that doesn't count, Kamari. Specifically told him I would join a PvP tournament. Bad fight, because I was trying to be very fancy with that for no reason. Up to Element Man? Hell yeah. Now you get to watch how not to do the rest of the run. In a couple weeks, probably. Oh shit. And that is how bad my Moonstone split in my PB was. That was a very average fucking split. I just saved 30 seconds. But it's funny enough, I actually talked about it in my Discord, but I had a talk with my psychiatrist about a bunch of different ideas that I had, whether they're ranging from things like tutorials that I want to make for speedrunning to like new features on the notes tool that I want to make to like writing and drawing stuff and whatnot. Even BCC plays BCC Chrome or React or fucking Twitch extension. There we go. That is on the list of things. Okay, I wasn't talking to them specifically about speedrunning. I was legitimately talking to them about listing out project ideas and like writing down the pros and cons of each, right? And using that to help determine what projects I actually work on rather than sit here and have like 20,000 ideas in my head and not working on any single one of them. I did not bring up speedrunning in any way, although I did mention that I wanted to work on like tutorials for helping new members of a community or hobby that I enjoy. One of those things was like running some of the Team BN events that I have considered about, including a BN6 or just BN speedrunning tournament in general. So I do want to get to work on that at some point, but no promises that it'll happen for any time soon, or for the foreseeable future. Tara and I were talking about Team BN events though, and Team BN might start to see more activity soon, TM. Wait, I'm just gonna find you this. It's gross. I'm gonna lose time on this split now, but... Any routing notes or anything publicly available? There are some things, but not really for... I don't have anything in particular for BN6. My notes consist of lotto codes and quiz answers. People leaving because I'm not planning the tournament soon. Focus on your upcoming tournament, Kamari. I'm mashing this out. Because I use that chip. Element, okay, fair trap. Fair. Element trap's pretty trash. But that fight is so dumb. I don't want to fucking do anything with that fight. The fight looked miserable no matter how I decided to do it. They bring an expert with cameras to your next session. Yeah, not quite, not quite. But yeah, the other thing I mentioned, or that my psychiatrist mentioned to me, is that I need to like, or should actually consider scheduling time specifically for working on my projects, rather than just trying to get to them whenever I feel like it, because I always have like other things that I'm thinking about, like, oh, I don't want to start working on a project and then my friends want to play League of Legends with me. And then I have to stop for a bit, get distracted, don't make any significant progress. League is just an example. League, Valorant, any number of games. Oh wait, DJ. Imagine paying. Man, I wish I could pay them to stop. Honestly, chaotic good fellow. But no, yeah, the host spam command explains the situation. There's also a panel below the stream which basically has the exact same information about what is going on there. But sadly, there's nothing I can do about that guy. And no, it is not me paying bots. You are welcome to believe me or not, but that is the situation. You actually love this game, by the way? Wow, that's a very, very interesting coincidence there. Whoops. Very obvious API abuse. Yeah. Oh, I was like, text, hello, please? And then I realized, no, I just triggered a cutscene. But the funny thing is, like, what if it's not? What if this guy is, in fact, not using, like, any crazy bots or anything, and is, in fact, doing this all manually? Because, like, at the scale that it's at, it would be hard for me to believe that he's doing it manually. But at the same time, it could be done manually. But yeah, it's a very unfortunate situation that I sadly can't do anything about. 'Cause apparently I pissed off one guy way too much. Oh wait, I did want to get in there. Anthony I think I've seen that name before. I forget where I've seen them, that streamer you're talking about. What do they typically stream, if you don't mind me asking? It's always fun to know what type of streams this guy's going into, because he's gone from everywhere from like chess, sports streams, like literal MMA fights, all over the place. Streams games FPS. That would make sense where I've seen it before. It's in the door. Okay, that would explain it. That would explain it. Here now because I genuinely love Mega Man. That's kind of sick. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Plays with / knows Lupo, I think. I'm pretty sure that I know of Anthony through the ad, the DoorDash ad. I'm gonna look him up in a bit, because if it's who I think it is, I think he did really well in that ad. I actually really like that ad. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Did this guy go into one of my literal... Yeah, they went into my friend Charlie Mander's stream. Which, like, was so funny. I was waiting for the day that it happens. Grims, Sakisha, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Fucking. Why are you going into big streamers' chats now? What the hell, dude? I'm just gonna ignore it. Not you, Chaotic. We have another Team BN Battle Network speedrunner streamer whose name is Chaotic. Yeah, Chaotic DX. But I don't think he did. I think the guy, there's some weird spammer guy who was showing up in my chat as well, but he showed up in Kamari's chat for a little bit. That one was kind of funny too. He was asking some whack questions. Thank you, TJ. Going on a hunt. Please, sir, let me counter hit you. Ah. Is this gonna be enough? If I get a charge shot in, yeah. What? Pretty bad fight. Oh, you got a lot of them, TJ. Goddamn. Well, that's tough. That GB's fight was my fault. I should have done that one much better. BB's not impossible, but it's still going to be kind of difficult. Oh. That's a lot of bots. You would also think that like they might look into it if there's a particular like pattern where I guess that you can't technically ban something that's just like X bot, because then you're banning Night bot, you're banning like, I didn't think bans were public either, but I don't know. Ah. Ban Mr. Brogbot. Yeah, I'm not playing very well today. I'm surprised I'm on like even this good of a run with how bad I'm playing. Perfect. Airspin on the next fight would be so clutch. It's kick to the curb, yep. M-Boomer, please? If I'm just asking, I guess, like... I was thinking about taking chips, but I wanted to keep full synchro. Damn. Ah, close. So those last two fights are definitely going to eat into my time quite a bit. Wasn't too bad overall though. I'm just gonna lose time on my PB, aka my gold, and it's gonna make getting a PB potentially impossible. We'll see. I might as well finish up the run though. It'll be good Gregar practice. I also don't know if I'm actually gonna do any more attempts after this. I do kind of apologize. My last two streams have been kind of boring because I have literally done like one run. Today's was even one attempt. Oh wait, let me go the right way. Like this was literally basically first attempt of the day, ignoring the one that I couldn't do the central one fight. But it's like, when I say boring, I don't mean like boring content wise. I mean boring as in it's been like, I don't know, 3 hours. Like basically very short streams. No problem, Johnny. Again, me giving advice is something I really like doing. I like trying to help people wherever I can, and it's also kind of just like a way for me to put some of my thinking out loud. Which can help me better understand certain things as well. And again, maybe others in chat also have like good suggestions based on what I'm saying, so. Like this actually isn't a bad final day time, like at all. Just barely over 6 is like kind of mediocre. But outside of like some cracked luck, like I would have to get the best ever Gregar split that you've ever seen, the best anyone has ever seen, to PB by even a second. Let's fucking do it. I got this. It's go mode time, focusing. Remedy, thank you for busting the run, by the way. I've been very consistently getting sub 210s though. And this run should be no exception to that. I think that that's a good sign. I've been getting like multiple sub 210s like a week, honestly. I've gotten like almost every stream for my last like 2 or 3 streams, or like 2 or 3 weeks. I think I've finished a run. And they've all been like sub 210 since my last PB. Which is kind of cool. Clearly, I just need to do a sub 210 marathon estimate now from now on, you know? It's just that easy. I wonder. That could potentially be an example of a mistake that makes me think of the small optimization we can make. But I personally doubt it. Gotta be a little careful. I was wondering if, like, maybe, oops, just maybe it's faster to just slip back there and then get slipwalk again. Because technically, that doesn't really impact your step counter all too much. There's potentially a world if, like, slipping back versus walking. That was almost close. Bitch, what? The fuck are you doing, sir? That's not your usual pattern. That charge shot cost us PB. I'm blaming that specific one. The Typhoon's going to a place I don't want it to. I'm risking it. I don't care. It's fine. I shouldn't have bothered with the copy image. Oh, that was better. Basically, I was going for the true, like, optimal gold and just skipping. There's like 3 encounter checks right there that we would have taken. I was trying to skip all of them. I don't know if this will even matter, but we'll see. I like saved like 1 pattern of this movement, I think. This is pretty good pace overall. Not the craziest pace you've ever seen, such that I could actually PB this run, but this is gold pace, so. I was trying to think, like, did I even have 2 null chips there? And then turns out yes. Alright. To get the best gold I could possibly get, I would like to draw M-Boomer and get fastest Gregar right now. Please. Please, game. 1 time. 1. You can't save the PB. I killed that long ago. But at least save the gold. Pause. You fucker! Incorrect. Fastest Gregar is still not guaranteed even with just M-Boomer. I haven't fucked up fast, Gregar. That's how bad that Gregor fight was. Anyway. But no, yeah. In order to actually get fastest Gregor, you need him to not do the electric attack. Like, literally just, that's all you need. You need Ember Draw, and you need him to not do electric attack. It's as simple as that. Oh. But no, yeah, it does feel good, like, that I'm finishing a lot of runs, and they're all sub 210. So, like, I'm in range of PBing every time. This particular run is a little depressing because of how good it was in the early game. And it just got worse and worse. Like, Dive Man, whatever. Being ahead at Dive Man is a good thing. In any capacity. Sub 37 is pretty good for Heatman. Like, this is about average for what I want, I would say. Like, for a really good run, I would want a 37 Heatman. This could have been even better with a slightly better Dive Man split and actually first turn drawing Train Arrow. But like, this type of early game is exactly what I would want to see. My Circus Man split, despite a couple like small mistakes, was surprisingly good. I think my menuing, my like general menuing and my general Evil Spirits is getting a lot better. So my baseline's getting better. Judgment split, I messed up a few of the random fights, lost a bit of time, and got 2 encounters in Judge Tree 1. That's why I lost time to PB and world record. Sky Gauntlets, I played so badly. This is where I realized I was playing badly. This is where I realized I was really playing bad. That was not good. Element Man, I actually didn't play badly. I got 2.5 Heatman encounters and 2 encounters in Mr. Weather. Like, get rid of 2 of those encounters. That's what my PB should have. Hence 30 seconds. Or you can actually get rid of 1.5. I also got a little bit bullied. Oh yeah, also my fights weren't super great for the 4 comps. Moonstone was decent that time. I got the encounter, but I messed up. That's why I lost 10 seconds to world record. Blast, or Diveman EX was not good because I messed up the draw on Dive Man a little bit. And I got 2 encounters, 1 in ACDC and 1 in Undernet 2. Ideally, I should only be getting 1. If I only get 1 encounter here, I save time on PB. That would have been a pretty big deal. Colonel split, I really fucked up the G-Beast fight. I actually got, in my opinion, a good enough draw. I tried to fit in 1 extra charge shot, which would make it so that my air spin would have immediately deleted him. Which made it so that I missed the counter hit. Because I couldn't get a counter hit anymore. So that was tough. That was tough. But that's on me. Final day split was fine. Gregor split was fine except for the Gregor fight specifically. It's probably where like 18 seconds went. Speaking of which... Thank you guys for the GGs though. I appreciate it. That's how I'm supposed to do the fight. I want to draw M Boomer. It's never gonna happen. Fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? I swap air spin and M Boomer and I finally draw fucking air spin, which would have been M Boomer if I didn't swap it. There it is. Unfortunately, that black bomb kind of gets in the way, but. So here, I could have gotten an extra 260 damage if he does Fire Breath, and I'll show you why that matters. So now I'm going to need him to step on exactly one grass panel. So like, that's fine. So he stepped on another grass panel, which is why he's at 40. I got an extra 200 damage in because of that. But if I got that extra 260 in, it would have been enough that no matter what, even if he doesn't land on a grass panel here, he's dead. As long as I got him on grass panel once. Now, because of this, it's a little bit slower. But that's what I was hoping to have happened. But anyway, again, thank you guys for the GG's. Kamari, Ghostfishy, M Dark, Shroomish, Johnny, TJ, Runty, Symes, Ignis. It is kind of close to dinner time for me. I wanted to stream more today, but again, going back to what I was talking about earlier. I'm actually not really that tired right now. I could definitely go for another run. I would have to kind of wait for like an hour though, because I would want to eat dinner in about an hour. And then I would have to keep going after dinner, right? And there are other things that I kind of want to do that are things I can't do on stream. You know what I mean? So I'm not like actually too tired to keep going, and I've only gone for 3 hours, which kind of is disappointing. But I think it's also one of the things where, here, let's just go over here. Oh, right. The plugin isn't working. Anyway. It's one of those things where I'm not too tired. I feel kind of bad that I only streamed for like 3 hours today, but at the same time, I'm not like really trying to push my stream super hard. I'm not going to be able to really stream more than 3 hours once I start working anyway. So I kind of just don't want to burn myself out on anything too crazy. So, mostly just, I think I'm just going to go chill, relax for a bit, eat dinner in just a tiny bit, and then that's all. So, I'm going to end stream here. This is my last stream as an unemployed individual for now. Who knows what will happen in the future. But tomorrow I'll be starting a new job. I won't be able to stream as early I'll have to go back to doing my nighttime West Coast stream, so I apologize to you guys on the East Coast who have been trying to watch. It'll be a bit more difficult in the future, but I hope you guys will hang out whenever you get the chance. Wednesday is my next stream. I will be playing some Terraria, continuing Master Mode, hopefully beating Plantera on Wednesday. And I might be able to still do another early stream based off of the fact that my schedule for now, I just have new hire orientation on Tuesday and Wednesday, and it will end around 1 p.m. my time. So I will be able to go live potentially a little bit early on Wednesday. We'll see how I'm feeling and what I decide. I might try to just do the regular stream and pretend like I'm actually on a work schedule. We'll figure it out as we go. But anyway, I'm going to send you guys over to one of the BN3 racers, because there's actually BN content once again today. Crazy. There's an ongoing BN3 any percent race between Dallas, Phantom, and maybe Juan. I see Juan in the call, but I don't know if he joined the race. Ah, he is live, okay. So let's figure out who is furthest ahead right now. And I will raid them so that they can then they can pass it on to the next person when they finish. Because that's how we do things around here. I have gotten an ad on all of their streams. So Juan's at Desert, or Metal Man. Dallas is in Beach. So much further behind Juan. And Phantom's actually around the same place as Dallas, I think. That's a bit of a surprise. I will send you guys over to Juan then. And we'll go from there. So, hope you guys enjoy the BN3 race. I know this is going to be kind of funny because I'm sending it to him and he's right on the 3-minute break. So you guys are going to get to vibe with him for a little bit. And yeah, I will see you guys on Wednesday. If you're interested in more Battle Network 6 runs, those will happen again on Friday. Probably. I have to figure out what I'm doing in my Friday stream, so we'll worry about it later. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day and or night. Until next time, I will see you all later. I have to manually do this. Here we go. Bam.